Hey yo, hello, hello. Another one like the other one, and some more of it. This is Liquid Courage. I am your host with the mother loving most Beethoven, the innovator. So check game now. Uh, E40, Fonzarelli, Earl Stevens, front row 40. So what you see here is, I've been sipping a little bit and liquid courage as you know it. So this is the beverage of choice. The how do you say it? E carenta. I believe I said it right, but it is the reposado. I mean, it's nothing new, but if you're new to it, be new to it. Fortunately for me, I'm true to it. Hello. But yeah, so that's what I'm sipping on right now. Actually, let me keep it all the way real. We've been pouring up this too. This is the tycoon of the Earl Stevens selection as well. So I have the tequila and the cognac. I was searching for the vodka, but I couldn't find the vodka, so I don't have the vodka to sip on today. Um, but we will go ahead and have us a sip. And relax. We got one to pour up and sip on a little lighter. Put it right here on the coaster, just a little bit. All right. So, entertainment is very very interesting, and we tend to do a lot to get recognized when it comes to entertainment, being a public figure, motivational speaker, or actor, or actress, a songwriter, a dancer, what have you, right? And now in this climate that we're in with social media, you have a lot of people doing a lot of things to be famous. And some of the things are unfortunate. Um, a lot of people do a lot of things because in entertainment, all publicity is good publicity. And I know that sounds crazy, but even when it's bad news, it's still good news because it gets seen, right? People become known one way or the other. And that's one of the things that we're dealing with today, where everybody wants to be seen. It's unfortunate the things that people do to be seen. Some of the things are okay, right? But other things not so much. And I do have something that I'm going to speak on, but until I get to that point, generally speaking, it's kind of uh, we're becoming numb to other people's feelings, right? We're becoming real numb to that, and um, people we've complained a lot, right? We find something to complain about. So when I read, headlines of some stories before I, dip into them and really just get to the foundation, to the meat of the story, right? I'm automatically blowing it off because I'm like, this is somebody being mad over something that really does not concern them. And a lot of things may not concern us directly, but it has an effect on us, directly and or indirectly, just by the content that we're viewing, right? Whether it's a mass shooting, whether it's you know a murder over here, whether it's a sexual assault over there. When we hear this news, it triggers something in us, right? And unfortunately, um, it triggers something in us in a negative way. Not all the time, but some of the time. Um, and you know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I like to quote Denzel Washington when he was, I want to say he was caught by TMZ or somebody like that, which is a rare sighting because he seems to be a private guy. But this was years ago, many moons ago. But they asked him about something that was going on in the news at the time, and asked if he watched the news. All he said was, "Here's the thing about the news," and I'm quoting Denzel Washington. "Here's the thing about the news: you watch the news, you're misinformed. If you do not watch the news, you're uninformed. And the reason why I like that so much, because it's always okay, I believe, to be aware of the horse manure that's being dished out. You know what I'm saying? Especially over the airwaves, and now with social media just being a huge, huge thing. It's more and more crap that's just shoveled in our directions, right? So if you don't tune in, you're uninformed. When you tune in, you're misinformed because of the bogus information that comes our way. And the reason why I like that, another reason why I like that is because it's about being in the know. And if I know what the hustler is hustling, I cannot be hustled. The saying is what? You can't bullshit a bullshitter. So if I know what is coming my way, I have the opportunity to dodge it. You know what I mean? Period. So, you know, it's always good to be aware. Okay? Be aware. Now, reeling it back in, excuse me. We don't want to, well, you shouldn't want to be famous. Being popular and being famous is cool. I would say it's cool for those that, become that by default. But when you're pushing that issue, I don't think a lot of people realize that being famous, especially in this country, being famous comes with a lot of pressure. And you got to change the way you move just for safety measures. So it's not always good to be famous. A lot of people that are famous, for those that had the opportunity to talk to people that are famous or were famous or anything like that, or you read articles by then, articles from an interview of theirs, or you're watching the interview, right? They talk a lot about, famous people talk a lot about how they want to be regular. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stress that comes with that. It's just a lot of unwanted attention. They were just good at something. Maybe they were a good basketball player, a good baseball player, or a great singer, or a great actor or actress. And those things come with a whole different lifestyle. They got to change up their lifestyle. You know what I mean? So, it's one of those things that being famous, I don't know directly, right? Because I'm not on that tier of fame. But it just seems as if it comes with a lot of problems. Like, the song "More Money, More Problems." Because typically when people are famous, they become rich. Their rich life turns into a wealthy life and so on. Typically, that's usually how it happens. And with the more money and assets and things of that nature comes a lot of problems. Shoot, you can have $1,000 in your wallet, and somebody have 100, and they gonna hate on you because you have $900. Don't know what you gotta pay. Don't know how you got it, but they may just dislike you because you have more money than them. So just imagine people that are on that tier that have surpassed everybody else, and they're here while the rest of us are here, so to speak, right? And like, oh man, they think they're all that, or they, you know how it goes. Anyway, I don't want to go off on this negative tangent because that's what it starts seeming like for me. Actually, let me grab a bottle and sit up here. You know what I'm saying? Let me grab a bottle up here. Oh, y'all can't see it, so my bad. Y'all can't see it. But it's sitting up here with me, man. You can see the top, you feel me? I'm gonna play it safe because I don't want nothing to spill on electronics up here. But yeah, this is how we doing it. This is how we do it. Na 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 na. Now let me fall back and relax and have a sip and do all that. Good tequila. So where was I? Oh yeah, being famous and how people do anything to be famous. Now, what I really want to discuss was a video from a YouTuber, And within this video, the YouTuber goes, how about this? How about this? Right? How about this? I show it, right? And then we could discuss it. Be right back after these messages. Dun.
Los Angeles, California has the third biggest homeless population in the United States. And today it's my job to make sure there's one less hungry person on the streets. Hey, excuse me, sir. Hey, I was wondering, are you hungry by any chance, man? All right, man, I got you. Would you like a Baconator, fries, a drink? Is that cool? All right, what's your name, man? Israel. God bless you, Israel. I got you. I'll be right back, man. Get one Baconator combo, please. Yo, what's up, bro? Yeah, man, I got you a Sprite, a large fry, to a Baconator, man. I was homeless myself, so I want to make sure you get on the right path and, you're always able to, get back on your feet. So I want you to enjoy this. This is really good. All right, take care. Have a nice day.
All right. Hey yo, hello, welcome back. Now that you've seen the video, right? Now this was supposed to be a joke. I did not find it funny. I watched it like 2 or 3 times, thinking that I may have missed something. It was very inhumane. I didn't think it was hilarious one bit. I just didn't see the wit inside of this skit, and I'm hoping that it comes out that this was all staged. Now, if you know, you know. If you've seen it, you've seen it. You know what I mean? I know it's prevalent in a lot of places, but in the Bay Area, you can just walk around, especially on them Frisco streets, West Oakland too. Not so much in downtown Oakland from what I remember, you know what I mean? It's been a while since I stepped around and did what I'm talking about. But I remember, like, big white thick clouds being puffed in broad daylight. And so dude that's sitting on a little stoop on a little curb, that looked real to me. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm just hoping for the sake of this gentleman's image, right? Showing some class here and really going off more so off the deep end to trying to make a skit work, but it seemed real to me. I don't think this was a prop. I don't think the dude was a phony. I think he was a real homeless guy, out there drug induced with whatever he was going through, and he puffed right before bro kind of like got into what he was getting into to tell him that he wanted to feed him, right? So yeah, I just thought it was tasteless. I thought it was real tasteless, and it just was not funny to me. I understand that comedy has a certain edge to it, and with comedy, you can go places that other people in entertainment can't go as a comedian, right? Comedic skits and things of that nature are meant to be edgy. I understand that. I'm very in tune with comedy as far as enjoying it, right? And I like what I see and what I hear. And some stuff, if it's just not funny, it's just not funny. But it just will not be funny. Not tasteless like that. Right? This kid is he goes and buys a meal and then he eats the meal in front of the person. And I knew something was off when he sat down to drink, right? He sat down to drink. But then when he grabbed the burger, take the big bites off the burger, then he eat some fries, then he take the fries and shake the fries in his mouth. I'm like, what are you doing, guy? Come on, brother. That was terrible. And I hope people in his camp is telling him, family, friends, whomever, right, colleagues. I just hope people are telling him that was not okay. That was wrong. That was wrong. You know what I mean? So I hope that people are telling him that was very wrong. Like my partner Thale say, you know what I'm saying, Rogan in 2 left shoes. You know what I mean? Shout out to Thel, man. Prayers with you and the families, man. Prayer with you and the family, man. But yeah, he just ain't wrong with the two left shoes. You feel me? And that's how wrong bruh is. He wrong. You can't do something that's funny to you, and if it's wrong, not be ready to accept the consequences. Right? Everything we do has consequences. Um, I don't know what the consequence will be, if any, but I feel like everything has a consequence, right? And some things, the consequence is immediately. It happens right away. Sometimes that karma comes around on the back end a little later. It may not be as detailed and as much of a punishment as we would like it to be. But karma is karma, and karma will happen, right? But yeah, there's definitely going to be consequences for this kid's actions. It's definitely out of pocket. It's wrong, and fella, you may not see this, but I hope you step your game up, right? Step your game up. There's many ways to entertain without downplaying other people. You don't need to highlight the downside of someone's livelihood, right? Their life to to get a thumbs up. You know what I mean? You don't need to do that to get a like or a comment. You know what I'm saying? Usually when people do stuff like that, and from my experience, when people do stuff like that, and then you feel like you're getting the laughs and the comments and all the banter, if you will, it's usually against you. It's usually people like, you know what I mean? Like I mean, people may have found that funny. I just don't know one person with common sense that would find that skit funny. It's not funny. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's just not funny. Well, Liquid Courage, Beethoven, the innovator, your host with the most, having a sip and relaxing.